Pocket eights. I think we're going to lead here, I think. Right, and we managed to get raised, which is nice. Right, so we're going to just call here and snap check the turn. And I think now we just have a pretty clear jam. Right, good luck. Get snap called by nines. Right, very good. Right, we're going to see bet aces on the left. And facing a check raise and a short stack guy, just going to go all in. Okay, nice hand. Top pair here with king queen. Gonna see bet small here. And it's a safe looking turn card. I don't expect this to get check raised all in. That'd be pretty sad if that happens. Actually, we're going to go for 2/3 instead. Only because this guy's a bit shorter. Now I think it's just a snap check back on the river here in this spot. Because I don't think we can get much value out of his queen jacks, queen tens, I don't think. And he does have some 9x of diamonds, I think, for a strong flush. Or you could have complete air with like a jack 10, 7, 8 type hand. So yeah, he's got queen jack. That hand's going to be calling a big bet there, given the flush completes, the backdoor flush completes. So I think we'd be over repping our hand if we decide to put in a river bet. It's 3-bet aces here. And we see a 4-bet. So we're going to just call here with aces. Oh, what flop. So it's going to be extremely polarizing here because he's either got a really strong hand or he's got a really weak hand here. But we are going to continue with just a call, obviously. Okay, so he obviously doesn't have ace-king. But he does decide to keep barreling into us when we've got quads. So I can only imagine he has kings. So if he does have kings and he puts us on an ace, we're obviously never really folding an ace-queen. Or I guess he should be still afraid of ace-king, right? And that beats his kings. I'm very surprised now if he does keep barreling. He goes all in. Wow. He had kings, sick hand. I'm not sure if I like that play with kings because I don't know, because I'm not sure if I'm calling ace queen there. So, and my ace king is going to be calling that beats him. So I'm not sure if I like that. Don't know if you overplayed that, in my opinion. Ace king. Right, we're going to bet twice it. And ace 5. We'll obviously continue for one more street. And that's a really bad river card. I think we're going to check back on this. Yeah, if it was a lower card, like lower than a 10, I think I'd be more comfortable kind of betting a third time. Continue here with king jack of hearts. Right, I think we're going to play this hand in a reasonably standard way here. I just anticipate us just calling down to the river here. King jack of hearts. Could pick up backdoor spades here that we might want to double barrel. Could double barrel twice here, even here with an ace queen ace jack, to be fair. But he does decide to check. So I think his hand range narrows down to pocket queens, pocket tens. So we're going to bet a hand like, and rep a hand like 10-9 or 9-8, which we bet small, and he'd call with his pocket tens because he beats that hand. Then we'll see what the river card brings in terms of whether or not we want to value bet. So I don't think the backdoor flush matters too much here, to So we lose the king queen. I wonder if he slows down on the turn by checking king queen on the turn. Alright, we're going to check back. We're going to start with a check here with the king high flush draw. And go for a check call. So this card hits us quite frequently here. So if he decides to bet twice here, it's going to look really strong. So now we obviously rep the ace now. So we're going to size down a bit. We're essentially just trying to get him to fold his 10x there. So yeah, nice hand. Decent looking flop here for pocket threes. I think we're going to go for a small bet here, just to allow some of his medium pocket pairs to continue. Could actually try and play this hand really tricky here and go for a check, because a lot of our middling pocket pairs, I don't think they would be continue betting here. So we are going to check back the turn, and versus pot as played, we definitely do call. Wow, what a check on the turn, eh, chat? So we've got a cold call here from the big blinds. Right, so we're going to c-bet and defend this 3-bet with 9-7 versus the same player. And we're going to check back 9-7. And pocket jacks here, we're going to check the turn. Right, and we're going to bet 9-7 here. And then on the right with jacks, we're going to showdown here, hopefully against ace king or ace jack. On the right, so it's unlikely that we have a flush as played in this spot. And you can still have a lot of his pocket nines, pocket tens. Doubtful he has a pair bigger than us. So we're going to be quite comfortable value betting the river here of jacks. Gets snap called. He has ace king. Right, so this sizing is not repping a set. It feels like a hand like ace queen. So we're not going to 3-bet the flop here. We're just going to continue with a call. But when he checks the turn, it feels like he has a hand like queen jack, queen 10 now. But his queen x combos aren't really going to include much deuces or sevens like queen deuce, queen 7. But equally, it's going to be quite hard for us to get paid here. Given our betting range should be quite strong, and I don't think I'd expect him to expect us to include kings as a value bet. But I think we're going to try for a small value bet here. Yeah, I think it just looks too strong, even though our hand is a lot weaker than he would expect our range to be. Continue with sevens. Wow, we're flopping sets left, right, and center here. He bets pot. So I've seen this spot before, and villain had a pot fold range. So for that reason, I'm going to call and not blow him off the hand. And call turn. See, if we jammed the flop there, he's going to be folding, obviously. So it's good that we learn our lesson that time. Just flat ace jack on the button here. And we're going to check flop. I'm going to bet the turn. So we are going to bet the river here to target some weaker ace-x hands. He's more likely to have a middling pocket pair, to be fair. So he's just trying to bluff catch versus my missed backdoor hearts. Yeah, when he made the hero, he had pocket threes. Right, I'm going to start with a check with tens on the left. And I'm going to call with tens on the right. And then tens on the left, we are going to come in for a check raise. Right, and we're going to continue betting. Okay, very nice. Kind of relieved to not see a jam there, to be fair. Right, so we haven't flopped the set in a while, so this is a very welcome sight. Right, we can start with a small C bet. We are going to 3-bet the flop. We're going to narrow his range down to Jack X of club spades here, I think, and pocket nines, obviously, because we're also repping a hand like an overpair as well. That might do the same. So we need 4 bets. This is the problem with deuces, is that you can also have nines, right? But if he's got it, he's got it. And he's got it. That sucks. Right, that's the end, guys. Yeah, managed to have quite a decent session today. A really decent session. So yeah, very pleased with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you next time.